Okay, we're back, guys. Sorry about that delay. I have no idea what was going on with that, but hopefully we are getting back to normal on this one. This is Raphael Esparza from DocSports.com giving you another Ask a Bookie segment. I apologize for the little error that we had no comment section on there, so I had to hurry up and fix to see what was going on. So I apologize for that. But again, this is Raphael Esparza from DocSports.com. Ask a Bookie football weekend show. So ask me anything you want about maybe this weekend's football, this weekend's UFC. We have some fantastic stuff to talk about this weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed Thursday's game. My free play yesterday was the under on the Giants team total. Boy, you guys sure let me have it, saying that game was going to fly over in the comment section, which it did. It flew way over. So we had a free play a loser last night, but we'll bounce back. It was a free play. Hopefully we can cash our free play today. I know our free play today was Maryland plus minus the 7 on the road against Illinois. And I know Illinois' quarterback is coming back, but I'm just not sold on the Illinois program right now. And I just think Tua's brother over at Maryland, his QB playing the offense of Maryland, will probably outshine Illinois today. So that was my free play for you guys over for college football today. Sandy, what do you think of the Charger versus Cowboy game? I mean, the only thing that bothers me on that game, it looks, I don't want to say too easy. We all know that the Cowboys suffered some injuries on defense. That their defense looked really shady against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay was able to throw the ball all over against the Cowboy defense. So I think the Chargers should be the play on that one, but why is it only 3.5? I mean, with all the troubles that the Cowboys have on defense, I thought this number would have been around 4 or 5. It looks like a trap game to me. So I want to say I think the Chargers win and the Chargers win big, but this is one of those games that's a head scratcher. I don't understand why this number is only 3.5. I really thought this number would have been around 4 to 4.5 by now, especially with the news coming out yesterday. With the Cowboys losing, I can't think of his name on top of my head, a broken leg. So I'm saying the Chargers, but it's a fishy game for me. I don't know how I'm going to look at that game right now. I have no action on that game. I'm looking to play the Chargers, Sandy, but that's one of those head scratching ones. Why isn't this number different? Joseph, thanks for chiming on in. Does Louisville have a chance? I mean, it's football. Everyone has a chance to win, but boy, that Louisville offense looked horrible a couple weeks ago. In Central Florida, I know they squeaked out that victory against Boise State, but I would have to say Central Florida has to be the play on this one. This one opened up 7.5 a couple months ago. It dropped down a little bit, but what I've seen from coming out of Louisville, I'd probably have to take the Golden Knights on this one, UCF. So that's where I'm leaning. I have no action on this game at all, but if I had to, I think we're seeing a lot of points scored on this game, especially on UCF. I think UCF can probably put up 40 plus. Now is Louisville, can they score some points against the Golden Knights or the Knights defense, UCF defense? So that one's different on that one. Hopefully I didn't confuse you on that one, but I'm saying UCF, Joseph. Dennis, thanks for chiming in. Thoughts on the Auburn Penn State game? I've been to a Penn State game during a whiteout many moons ago, and it was electric 20 plus years ago. And I can't imagine what it's going to be like since they didn't have a whiteout last year. I mean, Penn State's defense looked really good so far, and I'm just not sold on Auburn. Auburn can't run the ball. I think Penn State could win that game, by a touchdown. But if Auburn has success running the ball, then I think it's a whole new ball game. I'm looking for Penn State. I think they pull this one off because it's the whiteout. It's going to be electric on that one. And you know me, guys. I'm not the biggest SEC football fan, so I'm always going to be cheering for a Big Ten team to beat an SEC team. But it's all going to be, we're going to know who wins this game in the first quarter, Dennis. If Auburn can run the ball, then we have an interesting game. But if Auburn can't and Penn State's defense comes to play and they get some quality plays on offense, then I think the Nittany Lions win that game by a touchdown. So it should be I'm excited for that game. I'm also excited for Boise State, Oklahoma State. Those are the two games I can't wait to watch on Saturday, Dennis. So those are the games I'm kind of looking at. But great question. And like I said, it should be fun. Corey, thanks for chiming on in. Thanks for joining the show at Ask a Bookie. Are the Eagles for real? 3-point dogs at home doesn't feel right to me. What do you think? It's week one. Overreaction week one's here. I mean, just because the Eagles won. The Super Bowl favorites. If that was the case, what I'm hearing that the Saints and Houston Texans will make it to the Super Bowl because both of them won games. They're both 1-0. Why won't they make it to the Super Bowl? I don't know if they're for real. Their defense, I think, still has some issues. I like the way San Francisco was still able to run the ball last week. I think Jimmy G could be the biggest question here. This is one of the games I'm staying away. I think the number is completely correct on this one, so I don't see any value with the 3 points. If maybe goes to 3.5, which I don't think it will, because right now most of the books, Corey, are just moving the juice around. So it's going to be hard to see 3.5 come on this one. But I have no opinion on this one. I can understand that the home dog looks tempting. There's a lot of home dogs that look tempting. Carolina looks tempting. The Eagles look tempting. I think everyone looks tempting except Jacksonville. So, but this was one for me, Corey. I'm going to stay away because I'm really impressed with what the 49ers looked like last week as well. But NFC East teams looked good yesterday. I felt bad for one of those teams, Washington and the Giants, to lose that game. So I would say the Eagles have a chance now. Can they win that game outright? If you're going to look at that game, maybe take a shot at maybe some money line on the Eagles instead of 3 points. I think if they win that game, they're going to win, or cover that game, they're going to win straight up. So maybe look at that if you can get a really good money line price. What are the money lines out there? Let's take a look. I can tell you what's out there. For money lines, Eagles money line anywhere between plus 135, plus 140. Most Vegas shops have plus 140 on the Eagles money line. Most of the offshore global books have plus 135. There's a couple plus 130s. If you're going to take a money line on the Eagles, do not take the plus 130. Make sure you get the best number that's out there. So hopefully that helped you, Corey. Thanks for chiming on in. Thanks for joining the show. This is Raphael Esparza from DocSports.com. Ask a Bookie weekend football show. So I love doing these shows. We had a great Monday show. I had a lot of people chiming on in. A lot of people asking sports betting advice, odds making advice, because you guys know that I'm an odds maker, a global odds maker. So I do a lot of stuff for prop bets, a lot of stuff in the NBA, football, UFC, you name it. So I can consider myself an odds maker. And what's the difference between an odds maker and a trader? Is two totally different things. So that's what I have to say. I mean, I can explain it to you. It's pretty long and tedious, but an odds maker like myself, I just do the odds. I don't move the numbers. I don't accept any of the money that comes into these odds, the numbers that I provide sports books. So that's the difference. I mean, some days some books will ask me to help trade them, and I will. But other than that, I'm just a professional odds maker, pretty much. Norman, what's going on? Hope all is well to you as well. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend, Norman. Hope you're cashing big. Hope everyone cashes big tonight, because we have a lot of hot handicappers over here at Doc Sports. Having some people have some great football starts. Not me. I was struggling in football, but last year I struggled in football as well to start off the season, and I ended off the season red hot, crushing the bowl game. So it's only week 1 in NFL, week 3 in college football. We have plenty of football to go, so I'm not really worried about struggling. So we'll catch up and catch some football tickets hopefully this weekend. So we have some great plays that I think have some great value up there. So we'll catch some tickets. But don't forget to jump on board. Don't forget to subscribe to the Doc Sports YouTube channel and watch all these videos. We have some great content, some great free picks out there from Indian Cowboy, Vernon Croy, Scott Spreitzer, Doug Upstone. To make sure you follow them, hit the subscribe button at Doc Sports so you get notified when all these videos are up. Hopefully you guys can catch some really good tickets over the weekend. Marcus, what's up, fella? What's going on with you? Hopefully all as well. Hopefully you have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully you cash big over the weekend. Marcus, thanks for chiming on in. But let's get going. I mean, we did talk about the 2 games, Central Florida, Louisville, Maryland, Illinois. Y'all know my free play over at the Doc Sports was Maryland -7. Now, do I have action on this? Not yet. I was waiting to see if this number would come down. We have till 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to see if there's any line movement. But my free plays, I'm leaning towards taking Maryland. So that's why I put that up. I know everyone chimed on in saying Illinois has their quarterback coming up, but I have not played it yet. I'm looking to play it. Am I going to play it? I don't know. I'm waiting to see if I can get a better number. That's what I do. I mean, some games I knew this number wouldn't move because it's a solid 7. So I'm waiting to see the best number I can get, but I'm leaning towards the Terps, the Turtles tonight over the Fighting Illini. But some great games on Saturday. Michigan State, Miami's the first one at Miami at the U. Opened up at 7, quickly bet down to 6.5. I don't see this number moving that much. I checked this morning all these games that I wanted to talk about, and there's some pretty stagnant money coming in. Not that much wise guy money right now coming in on these college football games. A couple ones we did some significant line movement that I'll definitely chime in, like Army, Connecticut. Some quick big money came in on that early. It opened up around 32, is now 34.5. So would not be shocked if that one gets bet all the way up to 35 because Connecticut team is pretty bad. Another game that I had some heavy money coming in was Boston College Temple. That number opened up BC at 17. Now it's down to 14.5. There is some 15s out there. So if you're looking to take Temple plus the points, again, make sure you get the best number out there as possible. So that's some good money coming in. Really interesting matchup, Virginia Tech, West Virginia. I saw a lot of people jumping on West Virginia -2.5 on this one. There's a couple of 2s out there globally. I don't see any 2s out in Vegas. So I know it's an early afternoon game, but maybe see if you can get a 2 if you like West Virginia. I don't see we're going to see a 3 on the Hokies on this one. Let me double check to see how much money is coming in because I left my screen open today to see what money was coming in. Yeah, I would be totally blown away if we do see a +3 on the Hokies on that one. So that should be an interesting one. This game right here is going to be interesting between 2 guys that work here for us, Nebraska and Oklahoma. I'm sure Scott Spicer and Tony George will be very interesting on this one. And I hope they don't watch the whole game because I think Oklahoma puts a butt whooping on Nebraska. I was looking to play this total. When it opened up at 16.5, I fell asleep at 62.5. I might still take a tab on it. I think Oklahoma puts a big number on Nebraska on this one. What other ones do we want to time on it? Make sure if you guys have any questions on any of these games, feel free to chime on in. Feel free to chime on any betting numbers. I can give you some advice on, do I think a number will move? Do I think a number is going to stay well? Do I think a total will move and stuff like that? So make sure you chime on in because I have my betting screen open. I'm actually getting to see live bets coming in on a lot of these games, so I could tell you if significant, if it's just public money coming in, if it's 6 figures, smart, wise guy money coming in. So make sure you chime on in if you have any questions on it. Let's talk about the game that's going to be very interesting. Norman, why is Charlotte a dog to Georgia State? It's a good question. I was looking to dive into that one myself. I almost wanted to play that one. I don't understand. I mean, money came in on the other side. I don't want to say quickly. It was not like we're taking a heavy action on that game, but I agree. I thought the money was a little bit confusing when it first came up on that one. But I'm trying to see. I took some notes on that game when it first opened up. Where's it at? 175. Let me click my notes. Yeah, I mean, it looks like last time I dove into this game, the cheated tickets and stuff like that. I mean, Georgia State, I mean, I think they're going to have trouble scoring in this game. I think that's why I'm a little bit shocked that this total moved 2 points. I don't see Georgia State putting up big numbers on that one. I'm a little bit shocked that his number's up to 5 in some shots. If you like Charlotte, make sure you get the best number. And here's another one. It's a slate game. It's a 7 p.m. game. So if the number moved that way, I still think Joe Public will probably continue to bet it. So you might be able to get a better number if you're looking to bet Charlotte on that one. So I'm not saying you're going to get +6, but you might get +5.5. So why I would say wait if you're looking to take Charlotte on this one. I mean, it's 2 garbage teams, but right there, moving 3 points. I did see 2 significant amount of bets coming in on Georgia State. One came in, was it last night or yesterday afternoon? Yesterday afternoon. So I think that's maybe other books just probably jumped on board and moved a number on that one. So I agree with you on that one, but I would make sure you get the best number on it. I do believe it could move maybe a half point more. I would be a little bit shocked if it moves to 6, but I can see getting the best number on that one. Again, it's a late game. Well, he says I've been using Charlotte, Norman. Well, I'm glad you're using Charlotte. I'm glad you're cashing tickets. So we continue to cash tickets out there in football. And thanks for chiming on in. Dennis, Cincy, Indiana. It's a tough game. My sister's an IU grad. So I'm always rooting for Indiana, but I'm a little bit shocked on the number at that half a point. I think that's what scares me the most that I want to say take IU because of a half a point. But it should be very interesting on that one. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't see any kind of a blowout. And I see an under game. I think Cincinnati's defense will bother Indiana, especially off the get-go. So maybe first half under could be a play as well. But I do see an under play on that one. But I'm leaning towards Indiana just small with that half a point just because of that 3.5. If you can find Cincy -3, I don't see any of them that have out there. And it hasn't moved pretty much all since opening, so I think it's probably going to close at 3.5. And I think the total does move because I've seen some 49s and a halves pop up. So I would not be shocked if that thing goes down. So good luck, Dennis. Thanks for chiming in. Norman, I have used Charlotte twice this season and made me money. Hey, I've been playing. I always play teams that have been cashing tickets because I've been playing the Seattle Mariner game overs forever. I think they're perfect 12-0. On them, so I agree. You use that trend and continue to cash tickets on Charlotte, Norman. I'll be rooting for that. I probably won't have action on that game, but I'm gonna dive into that game on Saturday. Hopefully, you cash some tickets, some more tickets with Charlotte. I'll be watching that game just for you, William. Purdue, Notre Dame. It all depends if Notre Dame's defense shows up. If Notre Dame's defense does not show up like they did against Toledo and like they did against Florida State, then I think Purdue went outright, and maybe Purdue money line could be a ticket out there because I'm not sold on their defense right now. So far, the Notre Dame defense has been MIA their last 2 games, and boy, does that win against Florida State look bad since Florida State loses to Jacksonville State. So I would be shocked if Notre Dame fixes up their defense in this game. So Purdue, like I said, I would not be shocked if Purdue wins this game straight up. So Ross, Cincinnati crushes Indiana. Well, like I said, I won't have action on that. So if you think, Ross, if you think Cincinnati is going to crush Indiana, I'll keep an eye on that one and see if you cash that ticket. Just don't tell my sister that Cincinnati is going to crush IU because, like I said, she's an IU grad. What do you think in the UCLA game? That one's a tough one because I want to see if UCLA plays like they did against LSU, then I think they win this game. This one's moved a little bit, opened up at 10. There's a couple 11.5s out there globally and in Vegas. It's a late game. I want to see what kind of line move. Fresno State, they can run the ball. And if they run the ball successfully against UCLA, it's going to be a lot closer game. I won't have any action on this, but I want to see if this UCLA team is for real. So I think the number's just a tad high. It's a late game, the chaser game, so I think California might be betting this game if they lost all morning and afternoon long. So if this one goes a little bit higher than 11.5, I might have to look at taking Fresno State on this one. But I do believe UCLA wins this game, but that's a big number. Gene, I'm on IU points and money line. Well, good luck on you on that one. Like I said, it's going to be a very interesting game. I can't wait to watch that. I played Purdue money line. That's a great bet, but William, like I said, I'm not sold on this Notre Dame defense at all. So if Purdue can maybe sneak in their big drum, they can maybe drum away a big money line victory for you, William. So good luck on that money line bet. I'll be cheering for you on that one. Ross, take the Nevada Wolfpack. I like Nevada this week as well. It wasn't one of my plays I released as one of the ones that I took off late just because I don't play a lot of games. If you guys know me, I'm not the biggest guy that plays a whole bunch of games. Release games, but I bet a lot of games in Nevada. I'll be looking to play on that. I like that Wolfpack game for you, Ross. So hopefully me and you will both cash some tickets. K-State is the play. Someone asked me to look at that K-State game. It's going to be a hard battle one. I'm going to sit back. Like I said, I'm just high on Nevada this year. I think they're going to be a really a force to be reckoned with in the Mountain West. I think they're getting a good bowl game, and I like the way their offense. So Ross and Gene, you'll be battling it together. So no offense, Gene, but I'm leaning towards the Wolfpack on that one. Norman, how about the UAB North Texas game? No opinion on that one. I thought the number was dead on. So like I said, there's a whole bunch of games that put a big X at when I think the number is correct, and I don't see that much line movement going on. That was one of them, so no opinion on that one. So hopefully, whatever one you like, let me know what game you like in that one so I can cheer you on. But I have no opinion on that game. That game was one of the ones I took a big X out because I didn't think there was any value on that one. So normally there's probably a good handful of games that I think the number is just dead on that I'll put a big X out and I'm not going to look at throughout the rest of the week so I don't get too many games in my head, and that's still one of the ones I do. Norman likes Nevada too, William. So he's hopefully. Well, I'm sorry, Norman likes it. Ross, he likes Nevada as well. So thanks for chiming on. And best on his picks, I like Indiana home to cover or upsets. A couple of you guys do like Indiana, so my sister would be happy on that one. That'd be a fantastic college basketball game too. That'd be great if they played a football game in the morning in Cincinnati and Indiana play hoops at nighttime, and that'd be a fantastic doubleheader. But too bad we'll never see that one. But one of the interesting games I can't wait to watch on Saturday night, and I think it's going to have the best helmets out there, is a Tulane Mississippi game. The totals moved 4 points, opened up at 72.5. It's now 76.5, and I still think that game goes over. I really like the way Tulane hung around against Oklahoma. They almost put up 70 points last weekend, so I think I can't wait to watch that one. It's going to be probably a scoreboard overtime a game. I'm going to see a lot of points, so I can't wait to watch that one. Dennis, take the over in a Toledo game. I can see that. I thought that was a low total. I think I made my total 60 in that one. When did I make that total? Toledo's. Yeah, I made that total 60. So there's some value on that. I'll cheer for. I don't have any action on that yet, but there's something I'm looking into. So I'll take a shot with you on that one. I'll put a little circle on that one. Like I said, I have no action on that game yet, but like I said, I made that number, that total 60. So there's some value on that. So I agree with you on that one, Dennis. Good luck on that one. Hope all is well. Best time is the weather is going to be a big factor in the Tulane game, especially if it's going to be hot, meaning more likely over. Yeah, they're expecting a high humidity in that game. So defense. I don't think the defense would be on the field that much. I think a lot of bomb plays, 20-yard passes booming all over the place. So, but I agree. I think with the hot weather, should see a lot of points scored. And I'm just trying to figure out how high this total is going to go. I know some offshore places still have 75.5 and 76. Most Vegas books have 76.5. On this one, I just want to see how. I would be shocked if this goes higher than 77. But it should be very interesting. Auburn game under thoughts. If you like Auburn, then I think you probably need to keep this an under game and play old school Big Ten. If you're looking for play Penn State, I think Penn State's going to need to put some points on the board. I like Penn State. That's a low total at 53. I can see that there's some 52s out there. So if you like that game, Kevin, hopefully you get the best number on that one. For me, if you like Auburn, I think this game goes under. If you like Penn State, I think that you see a little bit more points scored. Like I said, I'm leaning towards Penn State on this one. So, but I can totally understand why you're looking at the under on that one. I think there's some good value. Carl, what about WNBA tonight? There's some games. I only had a couple of leans on two of the games. Let me pull it up. Vegas, Chicago game, that total moved 2 points already. Opened up at 169. So did the Minnesota-Indiana total. Moved. A little bit shocked that the Washington-New York game flip-flopped on the favorite. New York opened up as a 1-point favorite. Now it's the other side. I wanted to play. I don't understand why the money came in on Phoenix. No Taurasi tonight. The money's Phoenix 2.5. I know they're still looking for playoff positioning. But Seattle at home. It's going to be very interesting. That totals moved 4 points. I wanted to play the under on that one when it opened up at 116.5. Now it's 156.5. So I thought that was a little bit different, interesting as well. So hopefully we're all cast. So hopefully we have some WNBA winners today. But it's also like Alabama, Florida game to go over. I agree. I think Alabama puts up a big number on that one. Steady Wheezy, how do you make sense of public betting numbers? What's your process as that? It all depends. public betting numbers. If it's what I call it, Joe Public, if it's those guys who are just betting $20, $20, $20, $20, or those public money that they heard a big wig bet 6 figures on it, and now they're jumping with that 6-figure bet. So it kind of, I have to find out where that public money is coming in. Are they just betting it just to bet it, or are they betting it to copy a 6-figure bet that came in there? So it's pretty hard for me to see where that public money is coming in. So public money does help on a lot of these California games, especially when I used to work in Vegas. But yeah, make sure you know where that public money is coming in. If it's just Joe Public, as I call it, just their $20 betting their mom's allowance money, or is that public jumping ship with a 6-figure bet that came in, with that number move. So make sure you find out what that public money is. Norman, Ball State, Wyoming. Any thoughts? No thoughts on that one. Was leaning towards taking Wyoming, but I thought the number came out perfect on that one. So that's one of the ones I put a big X on it, because like I said, I was looking to play the Cowboys, but the number came out perfect. Ball State's one of those tricky teams for me. If they run the ball successfully, I always lose on them. So I think that's why I stayed away from that one. Carl Anderson, wow. I don't understand what the wow is, but hopefully it's a good wow. I like Mercury spread. Good luck on you at Mercury. Terry, options on the BC Temple. BC was one of those ones I was looking to bet, but that's a big number, so I couldn't lay that 14.5 with BC, even though I think this Temple game, a team could be, I don't want to say garbage, but it's a hard number to cover. So I would probably stay away from that one. Kevin, Raphael, what are your thoughts on in-play planning? I know it's a lot of handicappers don't offer it. It's just hard to offer for inline gaming. I don't do much of it. If I do, it's just small wagers. I know some handicappers, I know some professional bettors make a killing in-play betting. For myself, it's just, I don't, because I'm old school. I grew up with no in-play betting, so I'm using my numbers for a whole game, first half, halftime, and stuff like that. So when I look at a game, I'm not looking at in-play. So for me, I don't do that much of it. But like I said, I know a lot of professional handicappers, and I see the money coming in on in-play. And some games we get crushed on in-play betting. So it is successful out there, that I do know, but for me, I have not had great success on that one. So there's a lot of money to be made out there, and in play betting, that is for sure. Kevin, Dennis, I like BYU at home. I'm looking at that one. I'm waiting to see. That's another late game. That one opened up at 2, is already up to Arizona. There's some 4s out there, so if I can get 4.5 or 5 on BYU, I'm taking in that one. So I know you got 3.5, but Westgate's, Caesars, BetMGM, and a couple all the global books have BYU at 4 right now. So I'm looking to bet BYU, but I'm waiting to see if I can get the best line as possible on this. So good luck on BYU. Hopefully you won't need more points, and hopefully BYU wins straight up, and you don't have to think about that plus 3.5. My pick of the week by half a point. I'm not the biggest believer in by half a point, Besadamas, just because I've seen it when I was behind the counter, and I see it right now when I do global numbers that sometimes it's just not well worth it. And so I know sometimes it helps, but sometimes it doesn't. So hopefully you have success, and hopefully you cash big on it. Carl, so I wish I can cash app for the games ton. Well, it'd be interesting to see if these books do take cash apps anytime soon, especially here in the States. I don't see it happening anytime soon. William, Florida State points and money line. I can't touch a Florida State game right now. Good luck to you on that one. But I'll be rooting for. The only thing that I can ride on Florida State right now as of late is their basketball program, because their baseball program is struggling, their football program is struggling. But I'll root for you. I have no action on that game, but good luck on Florida State on that. I do live bet, hit last night by taking Orioles plus 3. Well, congrats. Like I said, I don't do live bet just because I'm not comfortable on my betting style and all that, but since you cashed your ticket last night, congratulations on taking the Orioles plus 3. I heard what you're saying, my man. Carl Anderson, Florida State. I mean, don't rag on the guy that has Florida State. I'm hoping William does win. I can't make fun of anyone on their bets because all I want is you guys to cash tickets. That's all I care about. It's not my money. I know the books I work for probably don't like me saying that, but it's not my money if you beat the sports books or win your bets. So feel free to cash tickets left and right because that's all I want you guys to do is cash tickets out there. And like I said, I can just tell you where the money's coming in, where the money's coming out. Most people that are in my industry don't have these options. Most money can't click on a screen and tell you where the money is actually coming in. Or call a sports book that I can and get the actual real stuff that all these people say that they have insiders and all that. Most of them don't. I mean, I don't want to say they're liars and all that, but most of them can't call a sports book and say, hey, what are your actions on there? So I'm giving you guys some of the stuff that I have access to. So hopefully, like I said, we can all cash tickets. Corey Sanders, thoughts on UCF -4. I thought about that just because I didn't feel like laying the 7. I have not touched on that yet, but that's something I'm going to look at in the next couple of hours if I do decide to play this game. So I think that's a very, really, really good thought into that. You could take -4 in this game or maybe see what how the game plays out, maybe to pay halftime. But I am looking to play Central Florida. In this game, I think there's just an overall better team. William, I send you a pick for a cash after it hits. Hey, like I said, I hope you cashed that Florida State ticket. So you don't have to send me a picture that I believe you bet it. I have no it's on that. I'm hoping you do. If you tell me that you won that Florida State ticket, I'm going to actually I'm going to circle that game right now to make sure I'm not watch it, that outcome on it. So when you do win that ticket Monday, when I do my Ask a Bookie show, I'll give you some props out saying that, hey, you told me on Friday, did you like Florida State? And some people laughed at you and all that. So Florida State, William. So I wrote it down on there. So if it wins Monday, William, I'm giving you some props for cashing that Florida State ticket. So good luck on that one. I hope UCF goes over the first half. We will see. I think we'll see more scoring on that game than we won the Maryland-Illinois game. So that I do believe. Also, Maryland team total over 34.5. I looked at that one as almost my free play today at Doc Sports as over on that one. But so we're on the right side, Corey, on that one. We're on the right side on that one. So Norman, I'm in Pennsylvania. We have limited sports books, though. More are coming. Have you reviewed any of the sports books? And, yes, I have. More is coming. I do believe that. So I know some of these books. Where you guys live in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and all that have limited books and all that. But I always tell people, make sure you have more than one out. What that means, make sure you have more than one sports book so you get the best number. Now, like I said, I preach that all the time. Make sure you guys get the best number that's out there when you're betting games. If you buy a package, stuff like that, and I have Purdue plus 7 or whatever it is. Make sure you get the best number. That's why I say make sure you have more than one out. So if you click on there and it's 7 and every other book has 7.5, why would you take that 7 when you can get a better number that's out there? Make sure you have more than one out. And that's why I do believe global books are not going anywhere, even though pretty soon every state here in the United States will have legalized gambling. There's always make sure you have more than one out is my biggest thing. Hey, IC's here. What's going on, Indian Cowboy? Hope you're having a great, great day. Hopefully you have a great weekend. Enjoy those kids of yours at home and have a fantastic weekend and cash some big tickets. I see. Thanks for chiming on in. Carl, Maryland isn't going to cover. We'll see. I mean, we have a lot of people mixed in on that Maryland game, so I can't wait to watch it. I want to see if who's going to cover that game. No babies for me. I see. I don't know how you guys can have kids now these days, but you can keep on pushing out babies. Not for me. I see Norman William. It stinks. Lost 3 games last week by a half a point. Again, more than one out is my biggest biggest out to tell you guys. If you guys don't have more than one out, make sure you get one. There's other ways to get more than one sports books out there. So that's my biggest thing. Because like I said, we're all playing numbers. We're not playing the jersey with the jersey name on the front or the name on the back. You're betting numbers. And so why would you take a horrible number? Like I said, if you're a sports book that you have one out has has 13, but every other book has 14. You're looking to play the dog. Why would you take that 13 when you can get a point more different? It's all about getting in a big number. I always tell that to people: is you're playing that number that's on your ticket, the number that's on the computer screen. You're not playing the name on the jersey or a name on the back. You're playing this number that's on your ticket or on a computer screen. So make sure, again, you get the best number that's out there. I'm here to William. I'm here to Mohegan, and I mean, so they're horrible. I'm not familiar with those books. Like I said, it's those are in New Jersey, so I'm not familiar. But like I said, if you have more than one out, you should be having a little bit more options. I don't know how their payouts are. I don't know what kind of lines they give out or limits and all that. That's if you want me to investigate that, I will. But I'm hearing some of those books are good and some of those books are bad. Beshedamis took the Giants and Alabama A&M on a teaser and took Giants plus the points. That was a great game. I thought that game was going to be a dud last night. It turned out to be a fantastic game. I couldn't believe that Giants were able to score that many points on the Washington defense. So my hat's off to people who had the Giants and the people who had the over, because you guys all knew I thought it was going to be an under game and a Giants team total under. So I ate crow, and it was a fantastic game. So hopefully you guys all cash tickets. Corey, so true, sir. Line shopping is so crucial. Just look at the Giants game last night, for instance. I know. I mean, line shopping is such huge. And I don't understand. I'm sure the bosses are not going to like this, but if you buy a play and it's a big unit play, and we released it at 7 on Thursday, and Saturday it's -9. I mean, I know it sucks, but I would even limit that play or stuff like that. It's line shopping is so crucial. Okay, Corey understands it. I wish more people would understand it, because it's like I said, I tell people, you're not betting the name on a jersey, the name on a TV screen, or you're betting that number that you got on your ticket, -7, -10, +7, +10. That's what the number you are. I could care less who wins the game. I could care less how many touchdown passes someone threw, as long as that +7, -7, whatever I got is the winner or cashing. That's all that matters. Norman, I'm in Mahik near Allentown. I don't know where that is. Hopefully, I don't know where that place is, Norman. Hopefully you're all safe over there, and hopefully you have a great weekend. But it is third. We went a little bit over today. You guys all had some fantastic questions. Don't forget to chime on in on Monday with my Monday Night Football prop show at Ask a Bookie. You can chime on in on Mondays and Fridays, every Monday and Friday, for another segment of Ask a Bookie. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully you guys cash big, and hopefully you guys just win big tickets this week. And don't forget, there's baseball this weekend. And I know we're on NFL and college football, but there's other sports to make money. There's UFC on Saturday night. Baseball's playoffs around the corner. We have soccer going on this weekend. So I know we're in football season, but there's always ways to make money. And sometimes the odds makers are not looking at baseball now these days. I'm not looking at WNBA because it's football season. So there's some great ways to make money out there. So make sure you shop around. Thanks for everyone chiming on in. Thanks for the fantastic questions. We'll be back again on Monday for our Monday Night Football prop show with another Ask a Bookie. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. And again, what I always tell people, please don't bet what you don't have. Everyone have a fantastic weekend.